Good morning everyone, guess where I am today? I'm in Purley. I'm travelling on a 127 bus from Purley down to Mitcham on this reasonable day in March 2026. So shortly coming up to Purley Cross. We've just left on the 127 at Purley Station. So we're on our way to Mitcham. Hope everyone's keeping well, keeping out of trouble and all that sort of stuff. So this is my first vlog of 2026. Hopefully the first of many. As we journey on the 127. So now coming into Purley Cross. So if you turn,
High Street, Purley Station.
if you turn left that way, that takes you down towards Caterham and Kenley and East Grinstead. We're going towards Wallington, passing the Purley Tesco's to our left, which was built on the old Purley Reservoir. So this is the infamous Purley Cross, so that's Purley Cross, famous Purley Cross roundabout just there on the right. So at this junction up ahead we'll be turning right and then left in the direction towards Wallington. This is the main junction with the A23, which is the main road from London down to Brighton and also to Gatwick Airport.
127 to Tooting Broadway.
So we're now passing Purley Cross. So if you turn left at this junction, that takes you all the way down to Brighton. We're turning right. So this is the A23 itself. We've just got to stop at these red traffic lights. And at this junction up ahead we'll be turning left into Banstead Road. Got these modern new apartment blocks being built, like everywhere else in London these days. There we are, lights are changing to green. If you continue going up that way, that takes you towards Croydon. We're going left
Purley Library.
towards Woodcote, passing the site of Purley Library on the right hand side. As we come to the first picking up stop here on Banstead Road in Purley.
To Tooting Broadway.
It's part of the 127 used to be old 234A bus route, which became part of the 127 in 1984.
Next time, move closer and you open the door. Thank you.
And off we'll go into the flow of one-way traffic. So at this junction we go straight ahead into Foxley Lane. So this is the start of the southern end of Foxley Lane as we go towards the direction of Woodcote. Beautiful houses and trees along here. Nice section of road. used to be an old telephone box which has long since gone. So we've got some lovely large houses along here, which is Foxley Lane here in Woodcote.
To Tooting Broadway.
So yeah, the 127 bus route was created in 1984 as a merger between the southern end of the former 77 bus route and the former 234A bus route, linking Tooting Broadway with Purley. Some car in front of us who doesn't know how to drive. As you can see, all the trees are in blossom, which means it's beautiful springtime. Nice, my favourite time of the year, spring. When a new world bursts back into life after cold and dark and depressingness of winter.
The Bridle Road. To Tooting Broadway.
So we're still heading westwards along Foxley Lane. So we're now coming into the heart of Woodcote village itself. All these beautiful trees which overhang the road.
Woodcote Drive.
Far from here is a street called Farm Lane, which is where Francis Rossi from Status Quo lives with his family. There's a few other well-to-do people.
To Tooting Broadway. Woodcote Lane.
So this junction coming up on the left, that takes you down to Farm Drive. So it's just down that road there. Just a bit further down there, that's where Francis Rossi from Status Quo lives. There's another 127 passing us in the opposite direction on the remainder of its journey to Purley. Now up ahead we're coming to a mini roundabout, so we turn right at this roundabout, a small mini roundabout. Turn left at the roundabout, that takes you down to Coulsdon. If you keep going straight on at the roundabout, that takes you towards Banstead.
127.
We turn right
Tooting Broadway.
towards the direction of Wallington. So we're turning right into Woodcote Road, so we're heading north now towards the direction of Woodcote Green and Wallington. It's nice and rural along this section of road.
Farm Lane.
Over in the far distance behind those trees you can actually see parts of West London. It's an amazing view. Someone's rang the bell a bit late on here. So this is Woodcote Road, this is the A237, which takes you all the way up to Wallington from Coulsdon.
Lordsbury Field.
Shortly coming up to Woodcote Green on the right hand side, just up ahead.
Tooting Broadway.
So this is Woodcote Green, just coming up on the right hand side with all its lovely daffodils and shrubs and trees.
Woodcote Green.
Got a nice villagey feel, this part of Wallington.
Tooting Broadway.
So we're still heading northwards,
Hall Road.
and in the next couple of minutes we'll be arriving into Wallington town centre.
to Tooting Broadway. Woodcote Road, Stafford Road.
So now we're coming up to the junction with Stafford Road and Stanley Park Road on the approach to Wallington. So at this junction up ahead, if you turn left, that takes you towards Carshalton and Sutton. If you turn right, that takes you towards Croydon. And if you go straight ahead, which is where we're going, that takes you straight up into Wallington Town Centre and Hackbridge. Up until 1959, this junction up ahead was served by trolley buses on Route 654, which ran from Sutton Green all the way to Crystal Palace via West Croydon, Wallington, West Croydon, Selhurst and Annerley. Very shortly I'll also show you the old Wallington Town Hall on the left hand side, which we'll see.
Wallington Town Centre.
This superb building just coming up on the left hand side. This used to be the old Wallington Town Hall, which is this fine building here with the clock tower on it. That used to be the old Wallington Town Hall up until 1965, when the borough of Wallington and Beddington was merged into the then new London Borough of Sutton. So this is the main shopping area here in Wallington Town Centre. There's a 157 on the other side of the road bound for Crystal Palace. 157, which is the bus route that goes down my local road.
127 to Tooting Broadway.
It's usually fine if my name is, but if it's anything sort of you know, okay, so I went to Washington today. What do you call that? Because it was, you watched my life.
There's one little right street light single decker buses on the 410 route. That's the route, circuitous route that goes from Crystal Palace to Wallington. Now passing under the famous railway bridge, where when it rains it floods underneath this bridge. Wallington railway station just being to the left. Now we do the one-way loop into the bus stopping area outside Wallington station, on the station approach.
You're joking. Your whole passport.
So straight ahead, that's Wallington station, that's the northern entrance to Wallington station, which was rebuilt back in the 1980s. There's the northern entrance to Wallington station there on the British Rail logo. Wallington station originally being built by the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway.
127.
Originally it was named Carshalton until the later Carshalton station was built, where this station was renamed Wallington instead. So we just loop round here and then we come back onto the main road, which is Manor Road. So we've done the one-way loop, and then we come back out onto the main road where we turn left. There's one of the many pubs in Wallington, the famous Star Public House. So this is Manor Road now. We're heading north along Manor Road.
He just stashed it away in his stash. Where's his stash?
There's one of the fleet of Go-Ahead London DELs, which are normally used on the 151. That is DEL 15, running out of service to Wallington. Take up service on route 151 to Worcester Park.
Parkgate Road.
So at this junction here we turn left into Parkgate Road towards Carshalton. So this is Parkgate Road. So we head northwestwards. This road being served by buses on route 127 and 157. So we've got another 127 about to pass us by on its way to Purley. One of the older type of Enviro400s there, E218, dating from 2009. So at this junction up ahead we turn right into Park Lane.
If I just looked at one shot down the road, I got it back. I don't understand.
So we're now on to Park Lane, and at the top here we turn left into Carshalton High Street. But before that we'll be dropping off some people off at this bus stop.
It doesn't matter where you put things, it will be balanced. Like, I think stuff like that's unopened. Yeah. It doesn't go on. I'm like, it's gone. I'll have to make it. I watched the first one. I did in the thing. Like, it's gone. But I don't know it.
So at this junction here we do a left. If you turn right, that takes you towards Walden and Croydon. We turn left towards Carshalton. As we come into Carshalton town centre itself, the historic village. This building that's boarded up on the right hand side, that used to be the old Fox and Hounds pub. Also on the right hand side we've got the Charles Cryer Theatre. So this is the eastern end of Carshalton's busy high street. This bus stop here is also served by the SL7 bus route that goes from West Croydon all the way to Heathrow Airport via Sutton, New Malden, Kingston, Teddington, Felton and Heathrow Airport.
127 to Tooting Broadway.
So we're coming into Carshalton Village now, as people locally refer to it as. Past a branch of Domino's Pizza on the right, where I've bought pizzas in the past. The iconic building of the Coach and Horses pub just ahead of us. And also coming up on the right hand side is the Carshalton Ponds. So we've got Carshalton Ponds, where at this junction we'll be turning right into North Street. This is one of my favourite spots in Carshalton, the Ponds. It's a very busy junction here. Drivers have to have their wits about them at this junction. One false move and we'll end up in a pond. So we're now turning right into North Street, passing the western section of the pond. Past the Sutton Ecology Centre on the left. There's another 157 passing us on the right hand side, bound for Crystal Palace. So this is the southern end of North Street in Carshalton. Famous Sun pub just here on the other side of the road on the right. So that's the Sun.
Carshalton Station.
So we're now going up to Carshalton Station straight in front of us. You've got the railway bridge right ahead, which carries the line that goes from Sutton to Mitcham Junction. There's another 127 passing us on the right. Carshalton Station is just up there. So we've got the railway bridge where the platforms of Carshalton Station are just above. So we're now coming up to the northern part of North Street. Carshalton College on the right hand side. Carshalton College just there, that's Carshalton College. And we come to a mini roundabout up ahead where we're going to be turning right into Nightingale Lane. 157 turns left at this junction, we turn right. Where we also meet up with Route 151. So now we've turned right onto the western end of Nightingale Lane. Nightingale Road. As we head towards Hackbridge. Leafy streets along here as well. Couple of minutes we'll be coming into Hackbridge.
Nightingale Close. Broadway.
So we're now about to cross over the River Wandle at this junction, at this bridge. So here's the River Wandle down there. There's a 1 151 bound for Worcester Park.
Forward close. Tooting Broadway.
Passing the historic Red Lion pub on the right hand side. The Hackbridge Primary School on the right hand side as well. This mini roundabout up ahead would turn left into London Road towards the direction of Mitcham.
मेरा अधिकतर का शहरी है हम लोग एक ही रूम में रहते हैं शहरी में तो उन्होंने मुझे अपना रेफरेंस दिया
127.
हाँ मैं आपको ब्रीफ को भेजता हूँ और प्लीज मुझे बताओ कितना है कितना नहीं
So if you turn right at this junction, that takes you back into Wallington, and we turn left towards the direction of Mitcham.
Hey, fine, hey, take the car. How would you like?
So we're now heading north again onto the southern part of London Road. Side is the Bedford development, which is a group of zero emission flats and apartments in this part of Hackbridge. They're unique coloured chimneys, as you can see. Just zoom in a bit, just see the unique coloured chimneys and things on the roof of the Bedford development.
127. 2 Tooting Broadway.
There we are, I've got another 127, another Enviro400 on the other side of the road there. Heading for Purley. Coming up on the left hand side is Mill Green. This nice little spot here on the left hand side, that is Mill Green. Crossing over from the London Borough of Sutton into the London Borough of Merton, which is my home borough. where very shortly we shall be approaching Mitcham Junction tram stop and railway station. Mitcham Junction, which is served by the tramlink services to Wimbledon from Croydon, as well as the southern services from London Victoria out to Sutton and Epsom. Years ago there was a physical junction here, but since the Croydon tramlink opened in 2000 there's no junction anymore, because both the tramlink and the railway line are both separate. Also on the right hand side is part of the western section of Mitcham Common. So there we are, there's a bus in there. Mitcham Junction tram stop with buses towards Mitcham, 127 and the S1. There's another 127 on its way to Purley.
One, 2, 7. 2, Tooting Broadway.
So we're now coming through the western part of Mitcham Common. Just a short distance up ahead we'll be turning left into Cranmer Road. We'll be heading towards the direction of Mitcham Town Centre. Just wait for these lorries to clear. We've also got the Willow Lane Industrial Estate, so we've got lots of lorries coming and going around this part of the world. So we're now going to be turning left into Cranmer Road. So this is the eastern part of Cranmer Road, which has got a nice rural feel to it, as you can see. We're about to cross over the Humpback Bridge over the railway line from Mitcham Junction to Streatham and London. So coming up on the left hand side is the Wilson Hospital. There's one of the new buses on the S1 route, bound for Banstead up ahead. One of the new Right Electroliner Kite single deckers on the S1. Ugly looking things, but hey ho, they get the job done. Now this obelisk in the middle, that is Mitcham War Memorial, where I'm going to get off in the next couple of seconds. So I'm going to get off at this bus stop here, just by Mitcham Police Station. So I'm going to come down. Just wait for the bus to stop. Down we go. Cheers, drive. And we get off here. And we're just by the bottom end of Mitcham Fair Green. So this is Mitcham Fair Green just here, and Mitcham Cricket Green rather. Fair Green's a bit further into the town centre. So this is the bottom end of Mitcham Cricket Green. So that's looking towards the direction we've came from. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go this way. But before I finish, I'll just show you this wonderful pillar box dating from the reign of George V. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this little journey that I've taken on the 127 from Purley. So I'm going to finish off for now. Hope you enjoyed the journey. I will catch up with you at some point soon. Hope you enjoyed the vlog, and as always I shall say ta for the like.